In this episode, I'm going to share with you all the goodies I got at the Great Scale Model Train Show yesterday. So let's get inside. Howdy train fans, welcome back to the Chattanooga Southern Railroad. So I had a fantastic day yesterday down at the Great Scale Model Train Show in Timmonium, Maryland at the fairgrounds. If you've never had the opportunity to go to that train show, I strongly recommend it. I have been going to it on and off for, I figured out yesterday, about 30 years. I think 1996 was the first one I ever went to, or late 95. So it's been a while, going to this thing, and it's always been an enjoyable experience. Yesterday was really enjoyable because not only did I spend the most time I've ever spent at that train show, touring and viewing the layouts that are there that they set up, but they had some fantastic ones. Everything from Lego, what I would call Lego G scale. I don't know what scale it is, all the way down to some group had brought in a huge modular Z scale layout, which just enthralled me. I can't do it at that size, but it just was, they really did a nice job with it. But what I wanted to share with you is what's in these two bags back here, because I picked up a bunch of stuff. Some stuff I needed, some stuff I wanted, and some stuff I just had to have. So figured I'd share that with you. I also, during that trip, I got the pleasure to go over to Joe Rader's Black Rock Central, and I also got to go over and visit Ray Bobel's Beauville and Newtown for the first time. I'm going to do separate videos on both of those layouts for you guys, because I took a lot of video for them, and to share that with you. And I have to say that first of all, thank you to both of you guys for opening up your homes and your layouts to all of us. I think there was a dozen plus people that came to both of those viewings, and to say, we get to see these layouts and my layout on video and all that stuff, and that's great. But to see their layouts in person just brings an extra level of wowness to them. Both of those layouts are unique in their own respect. I enjoyed seeing both of them in person and watching the trains run, and the details, and you really get to see some of the details that you don't necessarily get to see watching one of these videos, right? So anyway, but that's coming down the pike. Let me dive into these two bags and show you what I got for the layout and what I have planned for those things. So let's get going here. If you've been watching my videos, I'm getting really close to starting scenery, in particular, painting track and ballast. So I went, while I was at the train show, I picked up 3 of these canisters of Woodland Scenics ballast. I wasn't originally planning on using the Woodland Scenics stuff, but this guy, you can see what the retail price of this stuff is, right? This was the $14.99. This one was $13.49. This guy had a price of $11.34 for it, but he was selling all these for $6 a pop. I grabbed 3 of them. I probably should have grabbed a whole lot more, but I really wanted to play with this because one of the ballasts that I'm also considering is I think it's called the Arizona Rock and it's from Arizona Rock and Mineral. So I may do a combination of stuff. That's why I got the blend, the gray blend here in the medium, and then also the full gray ballast here. To me, this is going to be like older track here. This is going to be like a brand new siding or something like that, which I'm going to have some variation in my ballasting of my track going forward. All right, here's a couple of the oddities I picked up that I wanted or needed. This one is a lumber mill kit, so right there is going to be a lumber yard, and so I saw this. He had it for $2. I think I gave him $1 for it and walked away. Haven't opened it never saw one of these in person, but you know, I think I could definitely make good use of it over there. Also picked up from the Yankee Dabbler one of these 58 429. This is a 21 pin ESU full sound decoder. I have a locomotive, well, I got a bunch of locomotives that need decoders, but I picked up this one for a very specific locomotive. It's going to drop in. I do have the ESU programmer, as you've probably seen in one of my previous videos, and I'm going to program this up for that one. It's going to go into I think it's a GP40X I have, because most of my locomotives that I've got programmed right now are all SDs, so 6-axle. I'd like to get a couple more 4-axles that aren't switchers up and running on the layout. So that's going to be a side project for that. Excited about that. And then somebody was selling Halloween stuff at the show, and I just happened to since I'm doing a Halloween train, I grabbed this. I think I paid $0.25 for it. It was 39 cents on the bag. I gave $0.25 for it. It's got a big old spider in it. I actually do have plans for this for the Halloween train that's coming up later this week, so be watching for that. All right, let's talk cars, shall we? I picked up a few. Yes, like I needed another car, right? But what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for things, now that I've done my inventory and I've got a good idea of what I have, I'm going for things that are unique or I know I don't have that will work well on my layout. So one of the things that I picked up was this car. Somebody had custom made this S-Claire car. I've got, I think I've got 6 of these already. This is in the red paint scheme. And they did a nice job. It's an Athearn car. It needs to be weighted, so I'm going to be pulling. I paid $7 for this. It's obviously got the hook horns on it. This one's actually missing the cover box on it, so I'll have to do some tuning up. I'll put some metal wheels and use my tuning tool for the bolsters themselves, or not the bolsters, the truck frames themselves. But I was pretty happy with the quality of this, so I'm looking forward to getting this into the fleet. I'll probably weather this one up pretty heavily to make it look like it fits in. I'm hoping the road number isn't a duplication. If it is, I'll just have to see what I can do about maybe patch it out or something like that. Another thing I picked up was somebody had a deal on the blue boxes. If you're starting out in your model trains, going to a train show is a great place to get a train set together of cars and stuff like that, and you get to mix and match. This person was selling 3 for $20. Can't beat that. If you got any kind of kit building skills, these are great, right? And so this one, I picked up this SCL 50-foot double door box car right there. So looking forward to having that, because I do interchange with the Seaboard Coastline. You know, at some point this became part of the chassis system, and then eventually CSX and all that stuff. So I'll be putting that together, full build. Don't know if I'll video that, but because I think I've done a few of those. The other thing I picked up was this Atlantic Coastline flat car. Got all the instructions on it, but there you have it. And the flat car, hey, maybe I'll put those lumber loads on that for the lumber dealer over here. So I'll got one of those, and these are the newer blue box stuff, or the later blue box stuff. This, I picked up this Family Lines 50-foot rail box car here. Take a look at that. So that's in the black and yellow paint scheme. Was excited to get my hands on that one. So this is after the Seaboard Coastline merged with the L&N, and this is just before it merged with the chassis system. So this is fitting for my railroad, because there was a L&N line that ran through Chattanooga right along the Southern Railway tracks. And then of course, I have absolutely zero RF&P box cars, so I thought I would pick up this one. I think I paid 18 bucks for it. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for an Athearn ready to roll. Shouldn't need too much. I'm probably going to go ahead and go in and retool or tune up the truck's frames anyway, although these tend to roll pretty well on their own. I will put KDs on it. I don't like the Athearn couplers at all, so as you all know. So that was a nice addition to my fleet as well. So I've moved you over here to where my DuPont chemical plant, what I call the magical chemical plant that makes anything and everything DuPont made. No, I did not pick these things up at the trade show. The reason I'm showing you these is that one of the things I like to do is kind of get a feel for scale for structures. And so I had these in my, these are tubes from, this was actually a tube from my wife's Cricut machine, and it had a nice good sidewall to it. I cut it in half just to kind of mock up, what do I want for height, diameter, all that stuff. I played with this one. I even had this monster thing. I don't even know where I got it. That to me looks a little too big, maybe. And my plan was to try to make these into tanks, and I may still do that. I haven't decided yet on this. But what I did do is, and the reason these things, by the way, that's a toilet paper roll center, was to get scale. And so while I was at the train show, I came across several tanks that somebody was selling for rather cheap, and trying to get them back together again. But here's one of them here. Here's another one right there. And as you can see, that's about the right scale of what I was looking for, right? I also picked up one like this with a dike wall on it. I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm thinking back over in the back corner over here for that. But I also picked up a couple other bigger tanks along the size of this. Here's one's kind of a shorty, so not quite sure where that one's going to go. But here's one that's even more of that scale. So you can see, as I was selecting stuff for scale and diameter, these are pretty close. And so when I found these at the train show, and literally the person was selling these, I think that one was $4. Each of these was $3. That was $3. That was $4. And these are feel like real metal. I mean, you can see it now that I'm looking at it, that this is a metal casing on this thing. All metal ladders. Got a little bent up in transport back to my house, but it's got some detail on it, and I could probably put a DuPont logo on there or a product logo on that one. This one is just as nice. You can actually see the riveting on it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but this is a metal pipe coming up in. It shows a little hatchway, a vent, that got that ladder nice and straight on there. Again, this is another, man, he's got some epoxy in there keeping that sucker together. But again, it is a metal ring with, it actually may be a soup can now that I'm looking at it. Probably is a soup can now that I'm looking at it. But they did a nice job with it. And so I'm not quite sure exactly where these are going to go, but really happy to have that find. But again, the thing I wanted to point out is grab some stuff around the house. You don't have to necessarily use it, but if nothing else, it'll show you some scale so that when you go to a train show or go shopping, you can get the stuff that fits your area. I also picked up one other special car while I was at the train show. Well, not actually at the train show, while I was at Joe Rader's Black Rock Central. If you visit his layout for the first time, he is gracious enough to give you one of his Black Rock Central box cars. And this is the car that I picked out. And He's got them in different styles, so he's got them in a little bit more modern. This is a double door, would have been seen in the 60s and rolling into the 70s, and sometimes the 80s, which is what I model. But Joe does a really wonderful job in painting these up, repainting them. They have Katie couplers on them. It looks like it's got metal wheel sets on it. I have to get that out. He really does a beautiful job, and I'm going to pull this out of here so you can really see it up close. He's got the lettering for it, got his logo on it. I mean, this is really, really cool. Doors do work. It's hard to do with my hands like this, but he does a really nice job setting these up. So Joe, thank you so much for my car. One of the cool things is he has these laying, about 5 or 6 of these laying out on his table as you go, and he tells you, you know, pick one and walk away with it. And when I was, you know, picking it out, all you saw was this laying in the box like that, right, with the foam to protect it for transport and all that stuff. But, you know, then I was like, okay, you know what, I like this one. It kind of fits my air. I'm going to take it. Well, when I flipped the box over, it had Southern and the original road number. I don't know whether that's what he did, is he took a Southern double door box car. Yeah, actually, if you look at this, 50-foot sliding door boxcar, and I just thought that was very apropos that I got the repainted Black Rock Central boxcar that used to be a Southern boxcar. So again, Joe, thank you for this. It is going to get well used on my train layout, and then hopefully one day, maybe in the future, if you get a chance to visit my layout, you get to see it rolling down the tracks. Well, in addition to meeting up with a lot of my fellow YouTubers, and I was handing out stickers for my layout now that I have these. Hopefully everybody got one that I interacted with. If you didn't, hit me up in the chat or email me, and I'll get one out to you. I also picked up a couple of stickers while I was there. So this is for the I can't read that backwards. What is that? Southwest Railroad on YouTube, and then also the Mason-Dixon line as well. So I've got a spot that I'm preparing for my sticker collection. So if you have one and you want to share one with me, send it in, and I will be glad to send you one of mine. So we'll do a little sticker swap, right? What's it, a little stamp cost to get it to you. So anyway, with that, just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Oh my God, I got peppered with you guys coming online. Thank you so much. Thank you for the folks that are making comments on my videos. Appreciate that, and the thumbs up and all that stuff. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please consider doing so. And I've got to get back to work because I've got a Halloween train I've got to work on that I'm way behind on. Hopefully I can get that done for a Thursday video. Or, sorry. Oh, Halloween's Friday. Oh, I got an extra day. Yay. Okay. And I got a bunch of other stuff that in the works here. I've got videos for both Joe's and Ray's layout that I need to put together. I've got a lot of video from the train show itself. I'll be doing a video on that here soon as well. The Halloween train I just mentioned, and the mystery box from my short before the train show. A lot of stuff happening now. Now that the colder weather and I'm coming indoors, I'm going to get a little more time and dedicate a good bit more time to this layout. And I have to say, having gone to the train show really kind of rejuiced my batteries for my trains. Lots of ideas are swimming around in my head, especially now that I'm focused on heading into the scenery realm. Yeah, lots of stuff going. So anyway, hope you all are enjoying your trains, and we'll see you all on down the tracks. Bye. Hey there, did you like that video? Well, check out some of these others on the screen. Don't worry, I'll wait. Enjoy.